What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So if you've seen my last couple of videos, or like 2-3 videos ago at the time of this recording when I uploaded, I finally took delivery of the 2024 Tesla Model 3 refresh, internally known as Project Highland. And here's the thing, this is my first EV. This is the first time owning a Tesla and using this EV, first time actually seeing this refresh in person, and it's actually mine, I guess. I mean, I can put it that way. But today I just want to show you guys a POV of me driving this vehicle and just talking about what's new with the interior, the exterior, how it feels actually driving this car compared to my previous vehicle, which was a 2012 Honda Civic. So starting off with the interior, as you can see right here, it's a Tesla. When you look at it, you can clearly tell that this is a Tesla, but it's redesigned when compared to the legacy Model 3. So it's got a whole new steering wheel. It's got no more steering wheel stalks. So you have the turn signals on your steering wheel. You have your gear stalks pretty much on the screen or right on the top right here. And it just gets rid of that clutter. Now, the first couple days, it took quite some time to get used to. With the turn signal, sometime when I'm trying to turn, I usually just hit my hand up or down and it's not there, and then I realize, oh, I gotta click on there to turn left or right. So that takes some getting used to, and also just switching from park to rear and drive, either using the screen or right up here. That does take some time to get used to, but after you do get used to it, which I have quickly gotten used to, it's kind of become of nature. You're swiping up with the screen into drive or rear for reverse. So in that aspect, it's easy. The display right here is much cleaner, less bezels are on the display. It's more responsive, faster. These are all compared to the legacy Model 3. There is no more like this type of wood on the dashboard. It's more of a Alcantara type of premium quality material that they're using. This guy in the front is not turning when there's a turn signal. There's ambient lighting all around the interior, which is awesome, and it looks really cool at night. You can obviously change the color of the ambient lighting, and during the day when you're driving, it doesn't get in the way, so you don't need to worry about the ambient lighting. The one downside that I noticed is I can't change how bright the ambient lighting is. That's the only downside that I've noticed. Sometimes I want to just sit in my car at night and I want to have it look really cool, or maybe when I'm driving, then maybe I want to change the brightness of the lighting, but unfortunately you can't do that, so just do keep that in mind. Everything else, heat and climate control, all of that stuff, climate control, is on the screen. You can watch Netflix, Hulu, TikTok, YouTube. Of course, you do have to be parked to watch that. Like right now, since I am driving, I'm not going to be watching YouTube, and that only makes sense. You can have your cameras open on half of the display to see your surroundings, like your blind spots and your rear when you're driving. So if I just do click this, then you can see right now exactly what's on camera from my rear camera, as well as my 2 side cameras. So that's always nice. I do have the maps open right here. I've got a couple questions of like how do I use internet on this, or how do I watch YouTube and whatnot. So the first month free is where I can just use YouTube. I get the satellite maps right here, and then after that it's $9.99 a month. But speaking with the Tesla advisor when I was picking my vehicle, he said the only downside is if you don't, because I had told him, hey, I have hotspot, why don't I just use hotspot on my phone, and that works completely fine. The only downside is you're not going to be able to get this satellite image of the maps, and for me, I am completely fine with that. I don't really mind too much, so I'm probably going to use it for the first month free, and then after that just go with hotspot, because I have plenty of hotspot, 40 gigs with like my T-Mobile plan that I can use, and with my Mint Mobile I have either, I think it was 15 or 20 gigs. So with two separate phones, it's more than enough to take care of my connectivity needs. Maybe on in the future I might try it again, but we'll see. That's not too much of a concern. We got 2 wireless charging pads right up here. I don't tend to use them because what I've noticed in the past couple of days is they do get pretty warm to the touch after just like 5-10 minutes of putting my phone on there, so I don't use my phone on the wireless charging pad. I did pick up, I think it was like a Spigen, some sort of wireless charger to mount right up here, and I will be using that to use maybe for Google or Apple Maps in the future, or just for a time or whatever. It's just to mount my phone here with MagSafe. So there's that, and also I can use it as a wireless charger if I do need to. We got lots of storage right here in the center. The infotainment display, awesome. I just love this interior feel and look. It's much, the design is, it's like a wraparound type of feel, and you really have to sit in this car to feel it. And I would recommend you test driving it at your local Tesla dealer, or I mean, you can go on Tesla's website and do a demo drive and see if they have any Model 3s available. When I went to pick this up, there was a whole bunch of Model 3 refreshes in the parking lot, so there's definitely a lot of orders. Here in Rochester, New York, I have not, now I've had this car at the time of this recording for about 4 days now, but I have not noticed a single Model 3 refresh on the roads as of yet. Like I said, the first time I saw a Model 3 refresh in person was when I went to pick up my vehicle. So I haven't seen any refreshes out on the road, but I do suspect in the coming months there will be more out on the road. So interior, you're also with the rear display, obviously since I'm driving I can't show you that. With the rear display, or the rear seats, you are getting a rear display. There we go. I just fixed my own. So you get a rear display in the rear seats. Those are also heated. Front seats are heated and ventilated. That's a huge plus in the summer. If you want to cool down, then you have cooled seats. So that's a huge plus. With the rear display, you get the same climate controls and whatnot. You can move the passenger seat up, forward, and farther back if need be. And also for those, if you have any kids or any other passengers that want to watch YouTube, they can. I tried it out when I'm in park, for example, and I'm watching YouTube on the big screen. I can cast it to the rear display and use the car speakers to watch a YouTube video or Netflix, whatever it may be. However, when I am driving, and since I can't use this front display for viewing content, then I can use the rear display, or for those passengers in the rear, they can use that rear display, the screen, to watch YouTube, Netflix again, videos, and they just need to pair up their headphones, and you can use 2 separate headphones to view the same type of content, which is a huge plus. You're not using the car's speakers, and in this fact, it doesn't get in the way of the driver. It doesn't distract the driver as they're driving. I think that was a good thing, a good move from Tesla. But if I ever do end up being a passenger in future Tesla vehicles, or just sometimes if I just want to sit in the back and just chill in the car or whatever, because I'm going to be sitting in this car quite often, making content and just admiring this, as this is my first fully owned vehicle that I went ahead and bought, and this is thanks to just making content on YouTube. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, and watching these videos. It really does mean a lot. Now, exterior is also it's more sporty. It's a refresh. It feels much cooler. The headlights and the taillights are redesigned. The headlights, they're like more, I'd say sporty, but they're like thinner. When I look at the Legacy Model 3, those headlights, they look really like large and fat, but the new refresh, they're much thinner and they look much more sleek and elegant. I absolutely love them. The taillights is they're one piece, so when you lift up the trunk, both of those taillights, they do come up, so it's just one whole piece. I just passed by a Tesla Model Y. Hopefully we'll get a refresh in the next year of the Tesla Model Y with like the same improvements that the Model 3 has. And in fact, a lot of people call the Model 3 a mini, or the Model 3 refresh, a mini Model S, and I do have to agree. Now, I have not personally used a Model S before. I've never driven one. I've seen them in person, and I've watched a lot of videos on them, but I just have not been able to test drive before. But I do agree, it has a lot of aspects of the Model S in a more compact sedan car, as well as lowering the price. It just feels so much more premium. You really do have to sit in this car to understand it. And up until picking up the vehicle, I watched countless videos of the Model 3 refresh, but it just changes your whole view on this car when you sit down and get to actually experience it in person. Let's get to the actual driving of this. Now, that's the most important part, right? You're gonna pick up a car to drive, not just to just sit in there and admire the car. Here's the thing, there's less noise. The interior is so much more quiet. Yeah, you can still hear outside noise, but it's much more quieter. I think it's up to like 20% quieter than the Legacy Model 3, and that's a huge improvement. Not only that, what I like is it picks up quick. It really does pick up quick. 0 to 60 in 4.2. Obviously, I'm not always picking it up, like just flooring it. I'm trying to drive as safe as I can, just as a normal car I would drive. I'm trying to do the same with this, but sometimes I get, you know, excited and I just want to like floor it, but I do pay attention to the roads and the speed limits, so I drive accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and set my speed limit. So there we go. And it feels really smooth when you're driving. The experience, it's smooth. Again, you have to really feel it to understand how smooth it feels. But like the turnings, parking, stopping at a red light, picking up, they all feel really smooth, and it really feels like a premium vehicle. And these are things that I've noticed, especially coming from a 2012 Honda Civic. It is like a 300x improvement. I am adoring just the driving experience of this vehicle. I don't have full FSD, full self-driving, so I don't really need it. Maybe one day I'd like to try it, but I don't really need it, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But really, the driving experience in and of itself is just really smooth. In the highway, it's also really great. It knows when to when you have it on cruise control, you can change how far the distances of when it starts slowing down, when it notices the vehicle in front. But everything else about this vehicle is phenomenal. This type of POV drive, I just want to share as a first-time Tesla owner driving this vehicle. Maybe you have a Tesla already, or maybe you're anticipating a Model Y refresh, or maybe you already ordered the Model 3 refresh and you're just picking it up. I haven't seen too many videos about like a Model 3 refresh, like POV drive, or someone taking just a normal customer taking delivery of a Model 3 refresh. So I just want to bring that content to you guys and share with you guys what I'm experiencing with the Tesla Model 3. And I also will definitely be making more content. And I did put up a poll on my community tab, and I didn't get too many votes, but with the votes that I got, it looks like my question was, should I post all of my Tesla content on this main channel, or continue to or make a new YouTube channel just for Tesla content? It looks like there's more votes for making a separate YouTube channel just for Tesla content, and leave like the main type of Tesla videos for the main channel. So like the really important Tesla Model 3 refresh videos, put on the main channel, and everything else that I'm going to talk about Tesla, put it on a separate channel. So I will be working on that, so be on the lookout as I start a new channel just dedicated to Tesla videos in general, talking about Model 3, maybe rumor videos and whatnot. Maybe that might open up a whole new world of opportunities, and I'm really excited because here's the thing, YouTube has opened up a whole new opportunity for me to pick up this Model 3 refresh. A lot of people downplayed the fact, like when I was first starting, there's no use of you trying to make YouTube videos, or you're not gonna be able to be successful, or stop wasting your time. That was the biggest thing, stop wasting your time. But here was the thing I didn't see as a waste of time. I enjoyed making these videos. It was a passion to review the latest technology, to review all the latest phones. Like the phone that I'm using to record right now is actually an iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's not a normal like camera that I'm using. It's not Sony A7 Mark III or A6400, anything like that. It's a iPhone 15 Pro Max. The quality is that good. I get to review phones like that, phones like the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the OnePlus Open Foldables, the new MacBook Airs I'm waiting for them to be delivered. YouTube has opened up this opportunity for me to check out the latest tech that I always wanted to when I was much younger. And I said, you know what? Someday I am going to just have all the phones and use whichever phone, whatever phone, whenever I want. And this is the result. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, watching these videos, sharing, commenting, engaging in the comments. Really does mean a lot, and I do read all the comments. Even if I don't get to all of them, I do read all of those comments individually. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, this is just POV driving. So I just left the mall. Now I'm gonna head back home. And normally I do take the highway, but just for the sake of this video, just to talk with you guys and share a POV, I wanted to take the longer route home. So here it is. And so far, the experience has been great. Actually, I may, just for the sake of this video, try flooring it, but I have to make sure that the roads are clear, there's nothing in the way, and then I guess I can floor it. I mean, we'll see. I want to play it safe, but we're gonna get to a red light right now. And the thing I like about this is I change up the settings, so when it turns green, it's going to give like a little chime letting me know, hey, it's green. Well, right now it won't because I didn't stop. But normally when I'm at a red light and I'm there waiting and it turns green, maybe like you're talking with someone, or sometimes you do pick up your phone here and there to take a look at your notifications, and then it turns green and you're not focused on the road, it'll chime. It'll give a little chime sound, say, hey, driver, it's green, you gotta go. So let's see if it's gonna work here. Now there's a vehicle in front of me, so I'm not up at the very front. So I'm at a very pretty busy intersection right now. There's cars coming on all ways. I mean, there's a red light, so we're gonna wait for a moment. And what happens, I turn the left signal on right here, and it's showing me my cameras. What I can do is I can click this button, and I can now see all my cameras right here. It did not chime. That's okay. Hopefully I can get another example by the time I end this video. But it does really come in handy. At first you're like, what was that noise? But then you're like, okay, this is just a hey, wake up call. Hey, it's green, you gotta go. Maybe I should try flooring it right now. So I'm gonna slow down just a little bit and then floor it really quick. That, it pulls you back. There we go. It pulls you back. Like, you get so much excitement and joy just flooring it. Now, I'm not recommending anyone to do this all the time, but if you want to see 0 to 60 in 4.2, and I'm telling you, when it gets to 60, you feel like it's less than 4 seconds. It feels like it's less. I actually have to time it though. I'm just going off with what Tesla has estimated 0 to 60 in 4.2, but it doesn't feel like 4 seconds. It feels like less than 4 seconds. And when you floor it, it pulls you back, and it's just the joy and excitement, and that feeling. It's just like, wow. I haven't had it. I mean, my previous vehicle obviously was not like this. It was just a Civic Coupe, and it wouldn't go fast. And sometimes I try to floor it, and it doesn't pick up like this. I mean, I don't remember a vehicle that I personally drove. Maybe some of you have driven vehicles that pick up real quick. I have not. So for me, this is really exciting, really happy. And there are a couple times, and that feeling when you get a new car, like, hey, like, this is awesome. There are some points in the highway I'm driving, and some people next to me, they're trying to like cut me off or try to pass me, and I was like, yeah, you're not gonna pass me. So I floor it, I pass them, and I make some really good distance, so they can't keep up with me. But other than that, I feel really safe in this aspect. Like, there's cameras everywhere that helps me with my driving. There's auto steer, which is currently in beta. Obviously there's cruise control and whatnot, but I'm still the driver. I still have control of the vehicle. And while full self-driving is almost like it's getting there, and there are a lot of tests showing that, hey, it really works, I still want to have control of the vehicle. And obviously full self-driving or like those assist modes, they're not meant to push the driver away from, you know, driving, not focusing on the road. It's to, again, it's meant to assist you. Even when it's FSD, I'd still, it's recommended to have your eyes and your hands near the steering wheel, because in essence, you can just take control and do things accordingly. And I think that's the way it should be. But I'm almost at my place. I'm gonna end the video real soon. Lots of Tesla content is coming to the channel, so definitely be sure to be on the lookout as I start working on my new channel and plan out separate content for that. That's going to be just really mainly Tesla content. You won't see any like phones or anything like that. But with my main channel videos, the thing that I also do like is I get to record content like B-roll footage of, like, for example, my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra in my Tesla, or the iPhone 15 Pro Max in my Tesla. So that's a huge plus, and I'm going to make use of that. So yeah, that's really it for this video, just a little POV driving. And I don't know if I will POV drive on this main channel again. Probably leave the POV drivings for my separate channel, as I do just want to like share more of my thoughts and content of the Model 3 refresh on that channel. So I'm gonna end it here. As I make it my way home, I'm almost there. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to Superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video, because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. And also, since I'm on here, I might as well just, you know, share my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Urban Glow. If you want to check it out, links in the description down below. It also does help out the channel a lot. And I also have my merchandise. I have hoodies, I have joggers, duffel bags, water bottles, coffee mugs, sweatshirts, sweaters, dust mats, you name it, we got it. Links in the description down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video.